All right, as promised, we're live. We got the Solstice stream going. And this is an Anychat. It's going to go on for at least 24 minutes. The Solstice is at 11:54, so you can see the cell timer there. We're not covering anything in particular, and we're going to leave the chat open. I may not be sitting out front, but I will not be using voice text. Here's me typing. Please tell your friends and your foes that it's nearly summertime. Is it warm where you are? Please leave a comment. Let us know. Did you have a late spring? I see some ejecta. We're looking at the 171 angstroms view of the sun here and drinking a little bit of fat tire, which is backwards. Here you go. Here's the proper. There you go. It's magic. And we're not even in the studio. We're on location. On location here under some grow lights. Places where bike helmets hang from grow lights and things like that. I was supposed to have been doing about a 60-mile ride today, and that got reduced to a 0-mile ride. Thanks for joining Mary and Harry. Perhaps a good name for a band. Check out the crappy-ass weather over the U.S. By the way, this is supposed to take place outside, as the forecast was for pretty fair weather today. We ended up with a low-pressure system sitting right above our heads. As today I decided to just forecast space weather and not look in depth to the weather myself and see where that got me. I'll give you a zoom in on the water vapor. I knew what was going on the eastern limb of the sun, but I didn't know what was going on above my head. Because this is what's going on. A low pressure practically directly above my head. And I was giving it the old, you know which finger in various forms and canceling my epic Solstice Tour to Ride Starts ride. Great weather. Looks like cosmic ray flux. What say you? By the way, what are your thoughts on the BMC road machine? Harry, what do you think of that bike? I'm sure you'll be able to see it. There you go. The BMC road machine. Let us know your thoughts on that piece. I think it's Altegra. Yeah, Altegra Grupo. That one's disc. Yes, Harry, I can ride in the rain, but yes, I can ride in the rain indeed, sir. However, I just cleaned my bike in a pretty detailed fashion. So here, I'll give you an idea of why I'm not riding in the rain today. And it's not to drink fat tire ambers. It's because really the best bike to ride in the rain right now is my TT rig. See if I can get a shot of this thing. As the camera's on a tripod. All right, here we go. Here's the TT bike. Are you ready? Disc wheel. And so there's that. That thing's ready to go. but it's not clean, but it has a disc wheel on it. So I don't feel like riding that in the rain, particularly as it's ready to race except for needing a mild cleaning on the drivetrain and so on, right? Here's the road bike, which is in nearly perfect condition right now, having just been cleaned. See that? I literally cleaned the spokes on this thing yesterday. Not really big on riding this in the rain. Again, I should have done my own prediction, but what are you going to do? So, yep. My ride schedule went from 0 miles to 60. Cheers. I mean 60 to 0, that is. I went from 0 to 60 in 0 minutes because I went 0 miles per hour. And that's fine. I actually was overtrained up until just yesterday, so that's fine. I don't care. I would rather conserve and not do anything stupid, like ride in weather as crappy as this. Again, that low pressure right above my head. What do you think of the BMC road machine? Here are my choices. According to me, I'm either going with BMC road machine or Felt AR3, in which case I will not have to get an extra wheel set. But if I go for the BMC, I'll have to also buy a wheel set, and I will get a spare wheel set and a less aero bike. So let me know in the comments what you think of that. There's the Felt AR3. It's a little more aero, probably a little more my speed, but keep in mind, I have my own time trial bike. So, in any case, if you see somebody wearing the Velo Shop gear out on the road, please don't run us over. I think I'm taller than Kim Geist, but this is what we look like. Oh, wait, let me flip the camera so the logo is right side up. If you see this jersey, please don't run us over. So, what do you think? Do you think the Felt AR3 or do you think the BMC road machine? Either are legit choices. And pardon my unorganized table over there, as it's actually been reorganized, right? So there's the other choice. A bit different and a bit of a different design entirely. As keep in mind, if I bought this, I'd buy an extra wheel set. Because part of the reason for the Felt AR3 is because it includes Felt's own Devox wheel set. So that's a carbon wheel set from the factory. And also their reversible seat tube is kind of a selling point. Anyway, let us know if you prefer the Felt AR3 or the BMC, and if you've been donating monetarily to the channel, let us know if you want to be on a producer's list, and if so, what the format you'd like for your name to be. If you want your name or some sort of a nickname or a website or whatever, let us know what you like. Again, this live stream was supposed to be outside, and here, let me show you how lovely it is out there. It's windy, rainy, and cold in Lehigh Valley, PA. Blow this up. Let me see if I can join the chat without being on the camera. So yeah, it's windy, rainy, and cold here in PA. What do you think of the weather where you are? Has your globe warmed? I'm going to create some sort of a feedback loop of death here. Feedback loop of death coming up. Oh my gosh, what is happening? Oh. All right, remember, folks, tell your friends and your foes to join the live stream. I'll create a feedback loop of death by casting onto my TV. That'll be perfect. Just kidding, I won't really do that, folks. Although it seems that I've already done that, so maybe I should not do that. All right, let's see. I'll get in the shot, folks. Tell your friends and your foes to join the live stream. Here we go. See the nice windy, cold, wet weather. If you've experienced any of this throughout your late spring, feedback loop of death by casting onto my TV. Let us know. That'll be perfect. Uh-oh. All right, we're going to have some nice, crazy echoes going on. And some beer drinking. And got to make this smaller. There we go. Now for the That's What She Said section. All right, so anyway, enough about bikes. Let's whine more about the weather. A la what's that kid's name? That weather master? Jesse Philibrant, yeah. You've ever seen Jesse Philibrant's video? I guess I should play some Jesse Philibrant videos, huh? Jesse Philibrant. What do you think? Can I use voice to text while I'm streaming? That's a good question. Any ideas? Hey, watch this, folks. I've got the screen draw over tool back because I'm obviously casting on the mobile device here, but check it out. It's not working. It's not working, folks. Oh my gosh. Anyway, you see those controls there, right? It's not my imagination. By the way, visit the links in the description if you are interested in anything like our music, which is original, of course, or Hemp Lucid products, the Spaced Out campaign. See that? Specifically for our Spaced Out viewers. Things like whole plant tinctures and Kalki THC free products and various other things like waxes and lip balm and fish flavored pet CBDs on sale. This ad brought to you by our channel. Where will you be for the final 10 minutes of spring? Will you be on a hot planet caused by carbon dioxide? That is the real question. Which view of the sun is... How about 304 angstroms at the 48 hours? No custom views. No custom views for you. Or soup. Hey, let's hope the summer's a little bit warmer than the spring. What do you say? If you're worried about the planet warming, please let us know why. Okay, so we got to scroll up. Anyway, again, yes, I can ride in the rain, folks. I'm pretty good at it, but when my gear is all perfectly clean, like anybody who's not out of our minds. We don't do that. You know what? Since the SDO site's not loading, let's go to lightningmaps.org. Let's get me off the screen entirely. All right, so check out lightningmaps.org. Keep in mind, folks, you got to ride certain bikes to be able to go certain speeds. I don't know how else to explain it. We got some major lightning in Missouri right now, I think. Major lightning front. Check it out. That is real time. So that is some major lightning coming down. And up, I might add. Pittsfield. Man, oh man. Enjoy the sound. I'll be right back. What a mess. If you're at Pittsfield or from a different galaxy viewing on a mobile device, please leave a comment. We got 7 minutes until summer. 7 minutes. By the way, these rains were unexpected enough for me to have a soggy fire pit. So that was like perfect. I was hoping for a soggy fire pit, and I got one. So, woo! All right. You know what? I have an anecdotal report I got to share here in just a minute. Harry, yes, both those bikes are carbon. Neither one is the top end frame. They're good enough for me. I've never even owned a carbon bike yet. So I'm very carbon deficient bike racer. I do have a disc wheel on my TT bike, but it's an aluminum frame. But it's pretty good. It's very stiff. It's very aero. We measure speeds at about 40 miles an hour with this thing. But anyway, the point is, here's a nice anecdotal report. I see birds in the yard that are supposed to be done and gone a month ago. So we have grackles that have just left, and some haven't even left yet. And we should be completely into catbird territory by now. So we see clear and obvious indications that even bird life cycles are affected here in Eastern PA. In the Lehigh Valley, if you weren't aware of our location. Harry, my main concern is in the stiffness of the frame. I'm a little bit worried because of my supreme power. I'm worried because I've heard some issues about flexing in the bottom bracket of the felts, where the BMCs are going to be a little bit stiffer. And also the perspective of getting an extra wheel set. So if I got the BMC, I would buy a wheel set on top of that. So I'd have a backup wheel set. So it'd be the BMC and an extra wheel set, or the felt, just kind of like it is. That's the theory. Yeah, I'm thinking about the BMC too. I mean, I've owned Victorinox Swiss Army knives since the 1980s, and I sure like those. I consider BMC to be kind of the Swiss Army knife of cycling. Also, there's some funny things about the felt website. I don't know. I'm not so sure. Man, look at the lightning coming in. That is crazy. Anyway, there's the there's a lightningmaps.org view, and that's interesting to say the least. I'm going to go to the NASA Goes here. Look at the water vapor map. "4 minutes from solstice, Just a Brett. Cheers." All right, there we go. Bring up the NASA Goes. How about the visible? We never show the visible because I'm always broadcasting when it's not light out. Break out the visible for once. "As the world turns, so are the sands through the fist of Google's life," or something like that. Let's check out this insane storm over Illinois and Missouri. It's not really the best view. Let me shrink myself. I am getting smaller now. My voice will be higher throughout the rest of this video. Forget all that crap. I want to have a low voice. "2 minutes. It's T minus 2 minutes until the solstice." If anybody has the exact timing of it, leave a comment, as I have no idea. There is an exact moment when the sun will be at the northernmost point, right on the tropic, or at the lowest point if it's winter for you. Let's just go to the 10 image view here, as this is one hell of a setup. Jeez, look at that thing. Full view and full resolution. If you are in the way of this little circuit, I would be prepared to be fluxed, because it is bad stuff. Get in the basement. And if your wiring is not grounded, stay the hell away from the outlets. 11:53. It's 11:53, folks. Let's hope it gets warmer. I'm not going to tell anybody to burn a tire in your backyard or anything like that, but maybe increase your carbon footprint a little bit. Make it a little greener. Just kidding, folks. Don't want to be an alarmist. All right, is it summer yet? Because it still seems cold and windy and rainy outside. Please leave a comment. It's 11:54. It's officially summer. Happy summer, folks. Cheers. We're looking at the NASA Goes water vapor map here over places like northern Missouri, southern Iowa. Shout out Iowans, happy summer. Happy summer. I drink to warmer weather. What say you? Could it not be colder, please? As it's been super cold and super rainy. I'm still resurrecting bikes, but they keep getting dirtier and dirtier. What's up with that? How does that work? How can that be? They keep getting dirtier. Anyway, please visit the links in the description, especially if I put them there on purpose. If they're only there because they were added and I haven't deleted them yet, then ignore them. But check out the water vapor map. Man, oh man. That is quite the scenario. Happy summer, folks. Happy summer. Let's hope it gets warmer, especially in the northern hemisphere, or maybe even in the southern hemisphere. It seems pretty cold where I am. What say you? Look at the wind. Check it out. Some extreme wind coming in, similar to the gusts we saw at the beginning of this morning's video. Let's look at the water vapor above my head. We got dry air blowing through just in time to have my ride utterly canceled. I was sticking my middle finger up to the north just this morning, and there's the scenario above my head, and I am not a fan. Not a fan. So, hit with a massive low pressure, and I don't know if you saw the wind gusts or not, but if you wanted to ride a bike, you would have preferred if it was about 80 degrees right now, as opposed to, what is it out there? 65? Oh, 68. It's a heat wave. Anyway, giant middle finger goes out to that low pressure, which is someplace around this area right here. Oh, I can't draw. Oh my gosh. Wait, it works. Yes! The pen is back. I don't know how epic it is, but it's a pen. Check it out. All right. How do I make that larger? Which is not what she said. By the way, the next time somebody apologizes for making you wait, here's what you say. Give me no credit for this. Here's what you say. They go, "Oh, sorry, I'm mentally handicapped," or whatever. Whatever reason, they apologize for costing you time. You're waiting for them to do something or whatever. Tell them, "I wasn't made in a hurry." Now, don't take that the wrong way. Because then they'll go, "What does that even mean?" And I guess I won't explain what the double meaning of that is, but in any case, just try that one out, and I think you'll like the result. Oh, we got the purple pen. Check it out. Oh my goodness. Look at the... There we go. I have no idea. Okay, 15 pixels? Is that cool? Is that 21 pixels? That's fine. Is that cool? Yeah, that's perfect. There we go. Let's try this out. Wait, I got to try again. Got to practice, folks. All right, here we go. Let me know what you think of this in the comments. Oh my gosh. And just like that, easy come, easy go, the art is gone. And that's what summer's like, folks. Holy crap. Did you even see what happened there? It's like a UFO sighting. Extraterrestrials, I mean, they just show up and then they're suddenly gone. And you always have to wonder where they came from and where they went. All right. Gonna try to get to the comments here, although it's pretty challenging having a smartphone and a tripod. I think it's working though. Let us know about the latency. If it's is the stream pretty fluid? It looks pretty good from my perspective. Yes. Brett, let us know what it's like in Alaska. I know there are many places very far north that get like 90 degrees around the solstice. So Nepticulid, thanks for the report there. That sounds like what I've been seeing. Oh, and without making any references to my job, which is in the food supply chain, I'm also around a lot of farmland, and I see very late crops. The corn, the soybeans, the sorghum, the wheat, the barley, the rye, everything is super late. I can't comment on the potatoes, but I'm growing my own stuff. In fact, I guess I should probably cover the latest the latest summertime inhabitant, I guess you could say, right? The sweet potato. I would tell you about other things that were sprouting, but the person who doesn't know what they are would find out because I'll play this video for him, and I can't tell him what we're sprouting in that container there. What do you say? All right, so here is the latest and weirder thing that we have going on here. I bought a sweet potato just only to do this with. So without further ado, here is the weirdest plant we've got growing. It's yeah, it's a sweet potato that's sprouting giant roots. This thing is about ready to go into the ground. It's got a whole root system growing in the algae tank that we feed with water from this tank. And I apologize about the filmography here, but this camera's on a tripod. So anyway, that's what's going on with that. That's please ignore the rifles and fish on the wall. Pretend like you've never seen this, as it's entirely classified. All right. I agree that I wish the Earth was warming. The planet would be much more hospitable to humankind if it was a degree warmer. I'm not sure what you mean by constant gearing on the rear wheels, bud, but they're, I don't know, constant gearing? I don't know what that means. Happy solstice, everybody. It's about time to end this stream because it's pretty long. And don't start with a that's what she says. Just a Brett tells me the solstice was actually at 11:53 and 46 seconds. So thank you very much. That's fantastic. It's the earliest summer party pooping son of a bittern. Does anybody know what a bittern is? Yes, a bittern. It's a type of water bird. I'm not sure they're good eating, but they spend some time doing weird things underwater, sticking their heads out looking like a reed. Thanks again, Just a Brett. Those freaking websites, how dare they round the solstice? Reminds me of the Star Trek episode when Spock said, Captain, it's approximately 11.334762554 kilometers away. And Kirk said, what the hell do you mean approximately? And Spock said, I only wanted to go 14 decimal places. Mr. Keebler says it's cold and rainy in New Hampshire. Well, it's cold and rainy here. My 60-mile last ride of the spring turned into a 0-mile last ride of the spring due to rain, unsettled conditions, and clean bikes. I said, screw that. I don't need it. I'd rather get the rest. And I didn't need to drink the beer, but I'm drinking the beer anyway. The fat tire. Which brings me to the fact that I used to be a mountain bike racer. So I can drink the fat tire. I am authorized. Also, I get up at 1 o'clock in the morning many days, like today, because I was planning on being on the bike at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. That was the plan. But I got in. DNS did not start. I looked at that water vapor map and I said, I'll pass. This, oh yeah, this right here. What a crappy map. Ew. Makes me want to get a digital whiteboard and vomit on that map, because that's a puke-inducing map right there. Thanks, convection and no jet stream. Cheers. Oh, and that reminds me. How about a little Jesse Philibran? If you've ever seen Jesse Philibran, I feel bad for you. Because, oh, geez, I'm still drawing here. I apologize. All right. Let's see if I'll find it just by typing in his name. I'm not sure. Now we're using DuckDuckGo as our search here because, well, you don't want to use subjective search engines that have a political agenda or anything, do you? Okay. Oh, geez. I only want, if he's a porno producer, we don't want to visit his. Okay. I think this is safe search is off. How about strict? Oh, geez. So now Jesse Philibran is a fascinating weather producer. He's not just a meteorologist, but he's a weather producer. Don't mess with him, because he's core. He's hard. He's hardcore. I think he thinks. Oh, and he's also arch enemies with David Schlottower. So, so if you're a fan of David Schlottower, maybe get involved. Pick which guy you like better. Let me get me off. Oh, geez. Let me get off screen, because these dudes are. This is like Clash of the Titans here with Jesse's Weather Channel. We've lost the music. Jesse Philibran's channel is maxing out our server's capacity here. Okay. Happy summer. Oh my gosh. Here he is. Happy Solstice, Jesse. You've been picked up by the Smash team.
Good morning, people. It is me, Jesse's Weather Channel. I want to wish my subscribers a happy summer solstice day, which means it's the longest day of the year, and that means suntan won't set till 9 o'clock tonight.
Okay, so that means your suntan will not set in until 9 o'clock tonight. If you've been trying to make yourself orange, brown, bronze, or any other colors associated with a suntan, apparently that's got something to do with the solstice. So saith Jesse. All right, let's continue on here. Take it away, Jesse. I apologize for the misspellings in the transcript, in the closed captioning of this video, as I did not write these horrifically written closed captions. Here, check it out. Take it away. Oh, continue on. Oh, and happy solstice, Jesse. Thanks for all your informative videos about whether or not our desires affect the weather. Holla.
And then after that, the days will start getting shorter till the winter solstice. So, yeah. So, I'm pretty excited because winter's coming, and yeah.
He's very concerned about it being colder.
Cold winter. enter this year for Wisconsin. So thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment.
Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and to Jesse's channel and videos, as there's some really crucial information and there's no sarcasm. So everybody's got to have a channel like this, or 2 or 15 in their YouTube subscription list. And let's look at his July, August, and September weather outlook for 2019. Just to add a value-added service here. Take it away again, Jesse.
Welcome back to Jesse's Weather Channel. Today we are going to look at
weather
July
gangsta
weather outlook for NOAA and the next 3 months.
Again, Jesse Philibrant, the weather gangsta. I'm not sure if he's currently trying to get us to unsubscribe or to subscribe to Schlottower's channel. Please leave a comment if you know his stance this week. Anyway, back to the weather outlook for NOAA the next 3 months or something.
July, August, September outlook. Let's get started. Below average temperatures for Wisconsin, Illinois, Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, and Missouri, and Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, parts of South Dakota. And then we have above average temperatures for the East Coast, the South, and then the West Coast will see above average temperatures. And then we have above average precip, slightly above average precip for Wisconsin, much above average precip for Wyoming, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas.
Okay, anyway,
Oklahoma,
I don't know what he's talking about, but check out Jesse Philibrant's weather channel. He's not posing as the weather channel anymore, thank God. And so please check out his forecasts, as they're super serious and super detailed. And I'm sure your bacon could be saved depending on which supermarket it's in, based on whether or not California is warm or hot, which apparently is somehow directly proportional or inversely proportional or somehow proportional to the temperature of southeast Wisconsin. So seriously. All right. Anyway, folks, Harry, you're not gonna tune into the Jesse show? Come on, he was very concerned when his subscribership went from 106 to 102. So I'm concerned about it too. I'm not sure if he's gotten that many back yet, but I'm pretty sure that he now does endorse Schlottower again. Does anybody know? He now does endorse Schlottower, I think. Shout out David Schlottower. Let's give you a plug. Perhaps what you consider maybe a better weather forecast, or at least maybe you could say a good one. Gonna try to spell his name right. Just type that in a DuckDuckGo, and oh, there you have it. Let's check out his last thing. Let's hope it doesn't look too much like a movie trailer and defame me and make my channel look like a piece of crap. I think it'll be okay, though. So, okay, here we go. His latest video is about damaging winds and a few tornadoes, and it's nearly 6 hours long. I think it may be more data dense than... Then again, here's a... okay, let's go to the middle. Take it away, Dave.
Alice, you are going to now be impacted by this.
He's shredding it. All right, do it.
Some of it goes to newer technology.
And I'm cutting it. I'm not doing it on purpose, folks, I swear. I don't know what happened there. He's covering some severe weather, though, and there's a lot of severe weather going on.
Detail.
For here, it's just shite weather, but
like, you can see right here.
Check out the
this
software.
Is all cut in half. All of this right here is off the charts. Right in here is all. Because
there's a tornado right there, folks. Right there. Tornado.
That's a super strong updraft. That's what you get when you get almost about 5,500 joules per kilogram.
For reals.
Remember
Anyway,
how much energy.
check out Schlot Tower. Schlot Tower has got some good content. You may even say he's got a Ouija board compared to some other weather channels out there on YouTube. Not to dunk on anybody or anything, but also check out our channel if you haven't pressed like and subscribe. Please do so. As
5,500 joules per kilogram.
we give props. Oh, and the sound came through.
Remember how much energy.
Well, that's a
Check
good
out
thing,
Schlot
although
Tower.
now
Schlot
we've
Tower
got
has
some
got
kind of
some
crazy
good
feedback
content.
loop going on. All right, there we go. Anyway, I think it's about time to call this thing, folks. Again, happy summer. And if you see anybody called Dick Doucher in the chat, don't be surprised. And don't think he's stalking you, because you've never been stalked by a Dick Doucher, and you probably never will be. So in any case, happy solstice. Thanks for tuning in to this non-space weather-based stream. And since it'll never be now again, may the solar wind be at your back and the atherosclerosis absent from your pain.